On this all-new episode of Nightlife, we get you ready for puck drop as the Golden Knights look to get back to the ultimate goal.
A lot of guys are excited for a new start, fresh start here this year. I think the expectations are the same every year here, and that's why it's a great place to be. Expectations are to win.
Still feel like the core of the team is where we want it to be, and still kind of in the primes of our career.
And we sit down with Jack Eichel and Victor Olofsson to discuss being teammates once again.
Grateful to have them here. You never know how things can work out and how paths can recross.
Plus, Dave and Shane have always been known for their personality. What are they up to now?
We're going to crack open our first What the Puck Hazy IPA here with our great friends at Big Dog.
Boy, that's better. That is excellent.
All of that and more this week on Nightlife.
We've been here before, the sting of spring still roiling our blood. A Game 7 loss sideswiped us and created a forever what might have been. But the Vegas Golden Knights are built on failure. Ashes morphed into second chances. Opportunity forged into silver. A Stanley Cup in 6 seasons. An enviable history. But what about the future? What about now? Because that's why we're all here. The players, coaches, managers, and fans. To try again and again. Disappointment and how it's handled are part of the culture. If you don't dream and don't strive, you won't be disappointed. But Vegas puts itself out there. It's not afraid to fail or to succeed. Humble and hungry are the feelings in the dressing room. These players look around and see what is here. Eichel, Karlsson, Hill, Theodore, Stone, Pietrangelo, McNabb. They sense the ghosts of glory in the hallways. They want to breathe life into them again, to turn black and white into pulsating gold. In Vegas, it's about the journey and the destination. We're not afraid to be greedy, to enjoy the trip and the arrival. This organization wasn't built to win just once. It's guaranteed that complacency will never set in. So yes, that's where we are today. 82 regular season games and the hope of 16 playoff wins after that. Is it daunting? Sure. Anything can happen, good or bad. Pro sports is theater, performed live and without a net. Pain goes away, but glory is forever, etched in silver, to be read again and again. If you don't dream, if you don't hope, and you don't believe, you'll never win. You're Vegas, and so are we. Dreams don't scare us.
Welcome into this all-new episode of Nightlife. A first-round exit was not in the plans last year, and the Golden Knights are ready to drop the puck on a new season. We sat down with several of the players to talk about motivation for the upcoming year.
And that's it. And the Stars hang on and win Game 7 to put an end to the Golden Knights season.
Seeing the guys in the locker room after you lose, it's a feeling you don't want to have, a feeling you never want to have. So there's only one team that doesn't get that feeling each year. So we want to be that team.
Coming off a win 2 years ago, and not getting that result last year, I think just puts that kind of sour taste back in your mouth of what could have been. And I think we're excited. I think a lot of guys are excited for a new start, fresh start here this year, and looking for a big year.
We left the rink with a feeling of unaccomplishment. Last year, we were the best in the end, so it's a much different feeling. We'd like to get that feeling back. It's not easy to do. But
Faster game here, faster game, fellas. Faster game, let's go, get across.
I think the expectations are the same every year here, and that's why it's a great place to be. Expectations are to win.
Still feel like the core of the team is where we want it to be, and still kind of in the primes of our career. So still feel confident.
I just think we hold ourselves to such a high standard in the locker room, and I think every time we, as a group, don't get there, it's a pretty consistent feeling throughout every guy.
For us coming in this year, I think there is people doubting us with having lost some guys, but the belief and the confidence in our room is right there. So we're excited. We're excited to prove doubters and people wrong.
There's always somewhere to find motivation. I think personally, there's a ton to prove. As a team, there's a ton to prove. So I would imagine everyone feels the same way. We're going to push ourselves, to be the best team we can.
All of us in the room are super confident in the group we have. So I think just to go out and get the season going and prove those people wrong and have a good start to the season, I think all of us are pretty excited for that.
When you win, it makes you want to win again and even more than before. So I think motivation is really high right now.
Time for our first break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we sit down with former and now current teammates Jack Eichel and Victor Olofsson.
I think pretty soon after I texted him, told him how excited we were to have him, and it was going to be a great fit, and he was going to be a big part of our team, and I was excited to be his teammate again.
Don't go anywhere. Nightlife on Scripps Sports will be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife.
Eichel able to knock it down and keep it in. Here's some room for Olofsson with the shot, scores! First in the National Hockey League for number 41, Victor Olofsson, and the Sabres are on the board.
And Jack Eichel, he's the one that's going to make this happen.
What do you remember about your first NHL goal?
I do remember getting a pass from Jack, seam pass on the power play, and scored far side, I'm pretty sure. I think it was on Robin Leonard. We were down, I think like 4-0 or something, or something like that against the Islanders, and so it wasn't that huge of a goal, but I'll always remember it. Sure.
What's that like when you're so excited, but you have to act like maybe, did you feel like you had to act like maybe not as excited as you were because of the outcome of the game?
I mean, yeah, a little bit, but I was pretty pumped for sure.
Yeah, when's the last time you watched that goal?
It's been a while, actually.
Can we watch it back?
Yeah,
we have it pulled up.
Definitely.
See what kind of memories and emotions come back to you.
Yeah, nice pass by Jack, and then, like I said, shot it far side, so it was exciting for sure.
Yeah.
I don't look very excited, but I was pumped. That was my second NHL game, so.
Oh, this was Vic's first goal. Look at the scoreboard, 5-0. What a tough game this one was. Just a phenomenal shot by him.
What does it mean to you when you're able to contribute to someone's first
goal?
No,
it's a really cool moment. Now. Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool moment. Yeah, you gotta think about your own first, right, and what it meant to you. So, that same emotion you have about scoring and dreaming about scoring a goal in the NHL, it's the same for all of us. So, in Vic's situation, I'm sure he dreamed of that moment forever. So, yeah, I mean, to be able to have like a little part in it, right, whether that's an assist or be on the ice or you pick the puck up, yeah, it's always special.
Who was the first person you talked to besides your teammates?
My dad, probably. My mom and dad, I would say. They were probably up watching the game. It's a 6-hour time difference from New York to Sweden, but they were up watching the game, so they did that in the beginnings or in the beginning of my NHL career, but it's a little bit tough doing it now.
Even bigger time difference now, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think they're going to be up early mornings maybe, and just before work and watch maybe.
Do you remember what you did with the puck?
I got it somewhere, yeah. I think they framed it for me, and I got it back in Sweden.
Some may say it was meant to be. Jack's primary assist on Victor's first career goal was only the beginning of a budding chemistry. This offseason, Victor Olofsson signed a 1-year deal with the Golden Knights to reunite with his former teammate. We sat down with both of them to discuss what it will be like to be teammates once again.
I guess the more things change, the more they stay the same. Jack, would you have thought when you came to Vegas that you would be sitting here next to Victor Olofsson and he'd be your line mate again?
You never know how things work in professional hockey. Grateful to have him here. Yeah, you never know how things can work out and how paths can recross.
Before we talk about how we got here, I want to hit the rewind button. Jack was, I believe, about 21 when you would have met him initially. What do you remember about a young Jack Eichel?
Young captain in the NHL and did that role very well, and felt like he was very mature for his age the first time I met him, so not much has changed, honestly.
What about Victor? What were your first impressions of him?
I feel like we went to development camp together. First impression was, holy smokes, could this guy shoot it? But I mean, for me, just getting to know Vic, it was just a super good guy. Easy to hang out with, easy to chat with, you know, works hard, loves hockey, great teammate.
How has Jack's game changed since you played with him last?
Maybe I would say a little bit better defensively. Not that he was bad defensively at all, but I feel like he takes maybe more responsibility that way, and I feel like he's gotten even better at everything else with the puck too, and he kind of controls the game out there, so I feel like he's gotten better at everything.
You know when you have an old friend and years go by and you haven't caught up, but when you finally do, it's like nothing has changed? Does on-ice chemistry work the same way?
I think to a point. Yeah, that was one of the things that I realized pretty quickly when I started playing with Victor in Buffalo. It was very easy to play with. Thinks the game well, goes to the right spots. You know, obviously has a really high skill level, so it has been nice. I feel like we've picked up where our chemistry left off.
Did you talk to Jack before you signed with Vegas?
I did not, no.
No?
It all happened pretty quickly. Got a call at like 1:30 in the morning, and probably 2:30 the deal was done, so didn't have much time to chat. But I just feel like the success they had here in the last few years and how good the organization looked from the outside, it was a really easy choice for me. And yeah, like I said, we didn't have much time to chat before, but it worked out good.
So at what point did you guys connect?
I think pretty soon after I texted him, you know, told him how excited we were to have him, and you know, it was going to be a great fit, and you know, he was going to be a big part of our team, and I was excited to be his teammate again.
And we talked about Victor on the ice and what he brings to the team, but I'm sure you were immediately getting questions from your other teammates. Tell us about this new guy. What's he like? How do you answer that question?
Honestly, he's a good Swede. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I haven't played with a bad Swede. Everyone, you know, they're always super friendly and nice and easy to get along with, pretty laid back, and Victor fits that mold.
Time for another break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, more of our sit-down with Jack and Victor.
Know what you expect from each other, and if there's something you're not happy with, you can let the other guy know that. And I mean, he definitely pushed me and made me a better player and when we played together in Buffalo, and I'm sure he'll do the same here.
Keep it locked. Nightlife will be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife.
When you look at the new faces coming in, a word that we're going to hear a lot is chemistry. What does that look like from your vantage point? What tells you that something's working maybe even before offense is being produced?
Well, that's where things will be a little different this year is we've got some players coming in and we have to see where they fit. Eichel's played with Barbashev and Marchessault, right? Marchessault's not here, so who's coming in? Who's going to complement those two? Olofsson's played with Jack, so we're going to give that a look. And then it's, okay, where does Mark Stone best fit? Because he's played so much with Chandler Stevenson. Is it Hrdal in the middle or is it Karlsson? So we're going to sort through that. You know, we want to use Tomas in the middle. He's a centerman in this league, so who complements him on the wing? Would Nick Waugh benefit from moving up? Because we can move Howden into them. You know what I mean? These are some things we're going through. Whereas last year we're a little more set, right? A lot of guys were returning, so here it is, let's go. And I think it worked for us. We won our first 10 or 11 games, and we, you know, started to have to mix and match a little more. So a little more of that this year than maybe in the past, less so in the back end, a lot more in the front.
It's no secret there are a lot of new faces on the team this year. And with that comes some lineup changes. That being said, however, it's a nice bonus when one of the new guys already has some established chemistry on the team.
You and I chatted when you first got here and you talked about the kind of communicator that Jack is. He'll tell you what he likes, what he doesn't like. Can you just expand on that and what difference does that make for you as his line mate?
I just feel like it's a very good relationship to have on the ice. I mean, even off the ice, but know what you expect from each other, and if there's something you're not happy with, you can let the other guy know that. And I mean, he definitely pushed me and made me a better player when we played together in Buffalo, and I'm sure he'll exactly the same here.
I want to, I guess, kind of play a little game. I'm going to ask you some things about just the locker room as a whole. And Jack, you tell me if his early read is accurate.
Right.
Who do you think is the loudest in the room, Victor?
I mean, Jack is definitely up there. Yeah, I'd say Jack is up there, definitely.
Who do you think is the funniest in the room?
I think Hutz is pretty funny. He's definitely up there.
I like Jack's reaction. It's like accurate but sneaky pick there.
Yeah, that was a really subtle pick, but Hutz is a funny guy. He's one of the funnier guys in the locker room, so I think that's a pretty good pick.
Who do you think would be the prankster?
I don't know if there is a prankster.
Yeah, I feel like you'll see as the year goes on, pulling pranks more.
Can you share your best prank that you've ever?
My best prank. Sometimes I'll move guys' cars out of the parking lot so they don't know where their cars are, somewhere that they can't find it when they come out for practice. That's a simple one. I stole a bunch of hot dogs from the rink in Montreal last year and put them in Whitey's duffel bag. Just subtle pranks like that. I mean, just stupid stuff.
Best dressed?
I mean, I feel like everyone's been coming in shorts and t-shirt every day, so
yeah.
It's kind of hard to tell this early.
How's Victor's drip? Strong suit
Great.
game? Is it?
Swedes always dress well.
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Swedes always put themselves together well, so Vic's, he's no exception.
Who do you think has the best taste in music?
I don't know. I don't even know like who's been the DJ here so far. I feel like it's been a little bit of everyone.
Yeah, normally it's Theo. Theo runs the tunes a lot in the locker room. I like to take over on the road for morning skate. You know who has a really good taste in music is Keegan Colasar.
Really?
He's a big like indie rock guy, which I like a lot of that as well. So he's got a pretty wide range of genres that he likes, but I get on with a lot of stuff that he likes to listen to.
And what do you like, Victor? If you could choose what's going in the room, what is it?
I'm big into, say, hip-hop music. I like country. I've been starting to like country more these last few years, I would say. You hear it a lot in the locker room.
One of the other Swedish players, William Karlsson, big ABBA fan. Do you fit into that category?
I do, yeah. It's actually my goal song in Buffalo was an ABBA song, so.
Well, thank you guys so much for doing this. Look forward to watching you guys all season long, and welcome to Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Thanks, Ashley.
Time for one final break here on Nightlife. Coming up next, we head to Big Dogs Brewing Company to see what Dave and Shane are up to.
Conversation just tilted to we both had dogs, the beer, and then kind of an idea was born, and we rolled with it from there.
Nightlife on Scripps Sports. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Nightlife. Dave and Shane are always the life of the party. So it's no surprise that they partnered with Big Dogs Brewing Company to make What the Puck, a hazy IPA. Not only does it come with an awesome logo, I heard from a couple of guys that it tasted pretty good too.
Tonight is the launch party for What the Puck. It is a beer we did in collaboration with Dave and Shane.
We're gonna crack open our first What the Puck hazy IPA here with our great friends at Big Dog.
They're going to talk a little bit about their experience because they did get to come down and actually make a beer with us. You know, we let them help out, so our brewers had a good time with them.
We did a collaboration brew with Dave and Shane. They helped put a beer together. I think came out fantastic.
You know, talk about, oh, we should do a beer with you guys. You know, it'll be fun. And they sent me pictures of their dogs, and then their
Conversation just tilted to we both had dogs, the beer.
You know, we just kept going and going. And
then kind of an idea was born, and we rolled with it from there.
Voila, we got What the Puck, fantastic hazy IPA.
They haven't even got to taste it yet. I have, it's delicious.
You know, they said, do you want to do something like this? We said, sure. What are you going to call it?
Shane really liked the What the Puck, you know, that one kind of stuck. He's like, yeah, What the Puck, that's funny, you know, it's like a fun play on words. So that's kind of where this name came from.
What's it going to be like?
It's a hazy style IPA.
What's the design going to be like?
Our artist is really fun. Trey likes to have a lot of fun with the logos that he does.
Keeping the broadcast team where they take our dogs' heads and put it on our bodies. So
my mailboxer Jag, his name.
Rosie's over here.
Give them a humanoid look to them, you know, something that looks similar to them.
We all kind of pitch in and have fun with the beer and the names, and you know, it's beer. It's trying to take ourselves too serious.
Our names, we sign our dogs' names.
And this is what I think is funny too, like you made this point, Shane. So
I'm grumpy, I like that fact.
I'm like,
See the resemblance.
I'm taking the, pulling the headset off for Shane. Just yep.
Always.
And he's trying to tune it out as usual.
Shane, right when I sent him the first sketch of it, Shane was like, that's accurate. Because he looks all kind of grumpy and Dave's like kind of making fun of him. And it's like, that's accurate, you know? So it was kind of funny. We really did a good job of capturing their mannerisms and their personalities a little bit.
Adding their dog and putting their personality into it, put a little twist on that. We wanted to have fun. That's the biggest thing.
They actually came down just a few short weeks ago and helped brew the beer.
Dave and Shane came by, so we had a collaboration brew day.
Came here and helped them with the batch, and incredible what they do, the science for it all. We got to help pick out the hops here.
Tried out different hops. They came to the conclusion of what they wanted.
We wanted a nice, easy drinking IPA, hazy IPA, and let's see how it turned out.
All right, you got it. Here we go. Here's the moment of truth.
All right,
cheers. Here we go.
That's really good.
Boy, that's good.
That's better than really good. That is excellent.
That's a phenomenal beverage.
And also, Proceeds helping out 3 Squares, so everybody that can, this is phenomenal. You love beer, especially you love a hazy IPA, come get What the Puck. That's where it's at.
If you could give it one descriptive word.
Easy drinking.
So yeah, we sent some cases out to T-Mobile, so come check it out.
They might just have to make a bunch more. I think it's going to be really popular and fun.
We always have it here fresh at the brewery.
Awesome.
That will do it for this week's episode of Nightlife. Make sure to tune in next week as we take you behind the scenes of opening night and all that went into producing this year's On Ice Open. Until then, VGK fans, season number 8 is here, and it's time to lock it in.